Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Better Life, Better Business podcast. I'm Shawn Ellis. I'm so glad you're here and so grateful to spend this time with you. What I want to do in this episode is something a little different than what I normally do, and that is I want to read to you my brand new ebook titled Adapt and Thrive: 5 Keys to Cultivate Resilience and Growth in Times of Change. You can download the ebook on my website. It's at shawnellis.com/ebook. That's shawnellis.com/ebook, ebook. But rather than just put out a normal audiobook version, I thought I would just record it right here in the podcast and make it freely available to you. And then again, if you do want to download the actual book, it's on my website at that address. The actual book has some questions for reflection, so I'm not going to include those here in the podcast because that would just be a little awkward. But if you like the content here and want to go deeper, then go over and grab the PDF version of the book on my website, and that'll have the questions for reflection to help you go deeper with the content. But let's begin. As I open the book, I have a letter to the reader, and it says this: "Dear friend, change, a constant in life and work, is moving faster than ever. The fact you're reading this is proof of your resilience, a testament to your ability to survive the winds of change. But the real question remains: how do we not just survive, but truly thrive amidst this whirlwind? When disruption hits, our instincts lead us to ask, how do I get through this? What do I need to do? We scramble for strategies, often while stuck in survival mode. But here's the catch. Survival mode limits our thinking and stifles our resourcefulness. We may yearn for the past or grasp at the latest shiny solution, yet the true key lies in mastering the ability to find the 5 C's amidst chaos: calm, clarity, courage, confidence, and community. These 5 C's are more than just strategies, and they're certainly not luxuries. They are timeless pillars of strength. Find a winning strategy today, and it might be obsolete tomorrow. Equip yourself or your team with these 5 C's, though, and you're ready for anything that comes your way. So, in the pages ahead, or in this podcast, we'll delve into why each of these elements is crucial, what's at risk without them, and I'll give you practical tips to harness their power. Then if you'd like to continue the journey together, I'm here to guide you, and I'll tell you more about that later. So for now, with that as the introduction, are you ready to adapt and thrive? Let's embark on this transformative path where thriving in change becomes our new reality. Is this the end or the beginning? On a sun-drenched street in Venice, California, I walked beside my son, bound for the Oceanside Skate Park. Soon we came to a big yellow road sign that boldly stated "End." I knew what the sign meant, as it marked the end of the side street on which we had been walking. Yet just beyond it, I saw a warm sandy beach, the vast Pacific Ocean, and palm trees swaying against a canvas of blue. You can see the picture in the actual ebook. I couldn't help but think, looks more like a beginning to me. Life, I mused, has a flair for highlighting endings, doesn't it? The ending of a relationship, the ending of a career, the ending of a way of doing business, the ending of life as we knew it. You can't miss those. But beginnings, they're also there, just beyond the signs, waiting for us to take that first step. Sometimes, though, or often, they're just a little harder to see. So in the pages ahead, our aim is not to get back to what we once had, but rather to explore how, even amidst the finality of change, a new chapter awaits. A new chapter that could be your best one yet. As you find your way to calm, clarity, courage, confidence, and community, even in the midst of chaos, you will discover your ability to embrace the new beginning hidden in every ending. William James said, "The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. With that, let's dive into the first key, or the first C, which is finding calm. In the face of change, calm may elude us. It's natural, after all, to find ourselves swept up in a storm of emotions: anxiety, fear, anger, sadness. Our world, once steady, now seems to spin wildly. This is the heart of what I call a reboot, where life demands that we start anew. And yet, calm is our sanctuary. It's the quiet beneath the waves where clarity and resourcefulness live. Science tells us that stress narrows our focus, activating primal survival instincts. But when we're calm, our brain shifts gears, engaging systems that enhance clear thinking and creativity, exactly what we need on the journey to adapt and thrive. So how do we find this calm? It begins with a simple breath. So right now, pause. Take a long, deep breath in and exhale slowly. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you continue breathing. Take in the sounds around you. Notice the scent in the air. This moment is your refuge. Here, in the present, is where calm resides. Each day is dotted with natural pauses, opportunities to return to this state. And by embracing these pauses, we still the waters of our mind. In stillness, we see beyond the present to what's possible. From here, we can move again. And this is where in the ebook there are some questions for reflection to help you take advantage of these natural pauses in life. So if you'd like to get that, go to shawnellis.com/ebook and you can grab your copy of the PDF. Carl Jung said, "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." And this quote leads directly into the second key, or second C, which is gaining clarity. In the midst of change, we often find ourselves at an unexpected crossroads that calls us to pause and reflect. At the moment, however, it may feel like you're lost at sea, shrouded in a fog of uncertainty. Rest assured, you're right where you're supposed to be, although not where you're supposed to stay. Without clarity, we find ourselves procrastinating, hesitating, spinning in circles. We circle back to the familiar, to the worn paths of yesterday, unable to step boldly into tomorrow. It's here, amid the tumult of endings and the whispers of fresh starts, that we find an invitation to reimagine and recreate our lives, work, or relationships. It's a chance to ask ourselves, what have I longed for? What dreams have I shelved? Tap into those deep-seated desires and visions that have always been within you. Let them guide you to clarity. Imagine this moment as a blank slate, a unique opportunity to craft the life, work, or business you've always envisioned. What is it that you truly want to create? Now is the time to bring that vision to life. E. Cummings said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." And this is the next step on our journey to adapt and thrive. The third key, exercising courage. Once you've honed your vision with clarity, the next vital step is action, which calls for courage. Courage is essential on the journey to adapt and thrive, because in order to experience something different, you must be willing to do something different. Yet our brains often perceive the unknown as a threat, thanks to an ingrained survival mechanism. This is where the concept of expediency bias comes into play. It's our tendency to stick with what's familiar and safe. However, embracing courage doesn't require a complete overhaul overnight. I remember my first speaking engagement. Once the shyest kid in school, I felt as if I were glued to the chair. As they introduced me, my heart pounded, my mind raced. But then it was time, and I took that crucial step. Once I stood at the podium and began speaking, a realization dawned on me. I survived. I can do this. Now, nearly 2 decades later, those nerves still visit when I speak, but they're a reminder of how far I've come and a testament to the courage muscle I've built. Your journey, too, starts with just one small step. Identify it, take it, and watch your courage grow. Feel the pride and joy of living the life you have long desired to live. And here, once again, in the ebook, you'll find some questions for reflection to help you connect with moments where you've exercised courage in the past and help you identify the steps you need to take now to exercise that courage today. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Believe you can, and you're already halfway there." This brings us to the fourth key, building confidence. Confidence is the fuel that keeps us moving on our reboot journey. It's distinct from courage. It's the steadfast belief in our ability to persist, especially when the path ahead seems daunting. Confidence often wanes during times of change due to uncertainty and the fear of failure. A lack of confidence, though, can lead to missed opportunities, to hesitation and self-doubt. Without confidence, it's all too easy to falter and give up just short of success. Confidence is not about knowing everything will turn out perfectly. It's about trusting that you can handle whatever outcome occurs. This self-belief is essential for adapting to new environments and pursuing new goals with determination and resilience. To find this unwavering self-belief, look to your past triumphs and trials. Reflect on the challenges you've overcome and the growth you've achieved. This retrospective view acts as a wellspring of confidence, reminding you of your resilience and strength. Remember, transformation is a marathon, not a sprint. The stories of many successful individuals remind us that being at the brink of giving up often precedes great breakthroughs. By nurturing your confidence, you ensure that you stay the course, pushing through doubts and setbacks until you reach the new beginnings that await you. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Helen Keller. The fifth and final C on this journey to adapt and thrive is fostering community. As an introvert, my natural inclination is to retreat into solitude, a space where I rejuvenate. However, during times of change, this instinct can intensify as we switch to survival mode, compelling us to isolate further. But it's precisely during these transformative phases that we need others the most. I learned during my initial decade of transformation, which I wrote about in my previous book, Unstoppable, that growth accelerates when we're surrounded by those who inspire, teach, and hold us accountable. During that time, I expanded my network with friends, coaches, therapists, classes, and seminars that all supported me in creating the future I desired, rather than anchoring me to the familiar past that I was ready to leave. Isolation can be a treacherous path. In contrast, community or connection is our lifeline. In the workplace, we often call this culture, but call it what you like, community, connection, or culture, because each encapsulates the essence of collective strength. I'm reminded of a line from one of my favorite TV shows, Lost. Live together, die alone. This echoes the truth that we are indeed stronger together. Identifying who or what you need to bolster your community is crucial to adapt and thrive. And now is the time to fortify your support system, ensuring you're surrounded by those who elevate and empower you to make this next chapter your best chapter. Wrapping up, let's talk about your path forward. As we draw our Adapt and Thrive journey to a close, remember that embracing change is an unending path, a journey that continually unfolds before us. There is no doubt that more disruption lies ahead, and it will arrive sooner than any of us would imagine or desire. That is out of our control. What is in our control, as always, is how we respond to it. In examining my own decade-long reboot journey and countless other stories of resilience I've studied, the 5 C's of calm, clarity, courage, confidence, and community have emerged as the cornerstones that support every aspect of your personal and professional growth. Once you know how to find them, no matter the circumstances, then you have the keys to not only manage change, but to truly lead it. So as you move forward, remember the importance of number 1, finding calm. In the midst of chaos, your inner peace is your greatest strength. Number 2, gaining clarity. Clear vision is the guiding light that leads you through uncertainty. Number 3, exercising courage. Bold steps taken in the face of fear chart the course to new horizons. Number 4, building confidence. Trust in yourself is the foundation upon which success is built. Number 5, fostering community. The journey is richer and more rewarding when shared with others. And here we are again. Is this the end or the beginning? Embarking on this journey with the 5 C's to cultivate resilience and growth in times of change empowers you to face change with new tools. However, remember, knowing the path and walking the path are distinct experiences. It's easy to slip back into familiar patterns without continuous support and guidance. As a reboot success coach, I'm here to bridge that gap. Together, we can ensure that these principles are not just understood, but deeply integrated into your daily life and work. So what if you could transform knowledge into lasting change? Together, we can do just that. Here's how. Number 1, for yourself, whether it's through one-on-one coaching or in my Rock the Reboot online intensive, dive deeper into the 5 C's with tailored strategies and support, ensuring that your journey of change is not just a momentary inspiration, but a lasting transformation. Number 2, for your team. Bring this empowering message to your team in the form of a keynote or workshop, fostering a culture of adaptability, resilience, and collective growth. Number 3, for your organization. Elevate your entire organization with comprehensive training programs that instill a sustainable culture of change management and growth. Embark on this journey not just as a traveler, but as a trailblazer, with a partner who's invested in your success every step of the way. You can find information about all these programs on my website at ShawnEllis.com. Again, that's ShawnEllis.com. I hope this audio version of the Adapt and Thrive ebook has served you. This is just a brief introduction to the 5 C's, but hopefully as you've listened here, you've identified one or more of these C's, these 5 pillars that stand to make the biggest difference in your life or your work right now. You don't have to tackle them all at once. Maybe right now you're overwhelmed and you're anxious and you're afraid. So maybe just finding calm is the one that makes the difference for you. Then again, maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you see so many options, you just don't know which way to go and you're confused and paralyzed by choices. So in that case, maybe finding clarity is the key for you. Maybe you know exactly where you're headed, but you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone and embrace some new initiatives or take some new actions or create some new habits. So in that case, courage is the key that stands between you and where you want to go. Maybe you've been at this journey for a while and you're just feeling a bit discouraged and you're not sure if this is actually going to work, if you really are going to come out on the other side. So what's lacking then is confidence. And finally, maybe you have all these and you've proven to be resilient and self-reliant in the past, but you're feeling that your tank is just empty right now and community is the missing link. That it's time to stop trying to do it all on your own and surround yourself with a group of people or with a coach or with a mentor or a guide who can help you on your journey. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to reach out to me, reach out to a friend, to another coach, whatever it is, don't stop here. Take whatever spark, whatever insight has come to you while you've been listening, and make sure you take the next step forward on your journey to adapt and thrive. And you can truly make your next chapter the best chapter. Thank you for listening to the Better Life, Better Business podcast. Again, I'm Shawn Ellis. I look forward to talking to you again soon.